Hello, everybody. I'm here with the Olympic Higgs Project podcast brought to you by the Manship School of LSU. My name is Charles James IV. Most people just call me CJ.
My name is Camilla Clifford. I go by Cam.
All right, now we about to get started for y'all. So, Cam, first question. What drew you to the Olympics Project?
Well, I wanted to be more involved with the manship school going into my junior year. So when I saw this email, I thought it was a huge opportunity for me. I also have always loved the Summer Olympics specifically. I love watching the Olympics, but the Summer Olympics I've always connected with since I was a child. So I really thought it would be a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it is. And I honestly also just wanted to meet more people in manship to collaborate with, and it's been a great opportunity for that as well.
You mentioned that you've loved the Summer Olympics ever since childhood. Can you recount any specific moment or instance from your childhood that really made the Olympics the best thing for you?
So my cousin was a Paralympian up until, I think it was either the last Summer Olympics or the Summer Olympics prior to that. And he has, I believe, one gold medal, two silver medals, and three bronze medals. I may be wrong, but his name is Roy Perkins Jr. Um, and he was a swimmer, is a swimmer. So I remember going to his trials for Beijing in 2008. And I remember him bringing home both his medals and a bunch of swag for us. So we were watching the Olympics and the Paralympics at that time, but I think that that's when the Olympics really became ingrained in my mind as something special because of all of the imagery that came along with it. So in addition to just watching the sports and growing up an athlete and loving watching sports, I think my personal connection to it as well made it something more personal for me and really made it something that I felt was I guess, something that I really enjoyed viewing and knowing that my family member was a participant in it made it really personal for me.
That's amazing. I would also like to ask, now that you're getting to experience it here and actually be like in person for the Olympics, has there been any specific moment that's really expounded upon what you've already felt or confirmed with anything?
Yes, so it's super surreal, but I also think that since we've been to two French football matches the past few days, one of them being men's and one of them being women's, I knew that football or soccer for our Americans, um, I knew that that culture was huge here, but I think that seeing it firsthand was super surreal, and just seeing the scale of football stadiums in France has been super, super crazy. And just seeing, like, I've always seen on the Olympics on TV, you'll be at a game and you'll be watching the United States versus whoever, and there will be people from other countries with their flags displayed at games, and I saw some of that. And just meeting people from different countries has been super cool because people really do fly in from all around the world to support their athletes, no matter how large or small their teams are. So I think that's been super cool.
Now, to take it a little bit back into your specific contributions to the Olympics project, would you like to tell everybody what team you're a part of?
So I'm a part of the photojournalist team. So we are working um, to document our time here in France with professional cameras, digital cameras, a plethora of photography in every different site that we visit and at the games. So we're looking to get I guess, a photo documentation of everything that we're doing here. And I've also been working on some of my own personal articles. I conducted interviews with three LSU athletes. So I've been working on getting those out because all three of them have very special stories that I feel like really need to be displayed, even though they're not competing for the United States. I think that they really deserve to be put on a special pedestal as LSU athletes because they wouldn't have been given the opportunities that they have today if LSU hadn't given them their opportunities to continue their athletic careers. And I think that that's something super special and something that is really important to highlight. So that's also what I've been working on.
You guys heard it first. You got some real nice LSU athletes that y'all want to check out. Cam's
Real
going to give you
nice.
the inside scoop on all of them.
I am.
Hey, one last question
All right.
before we close it up for a little bit.
All right.
What got you into photography?
Well, gosh, my parents bought me like a little Tikes camera that was like big and pink and with flowers all over it when I was little because I kept taking my dad's camera and taking photos of like random stuff like the ceiling and my feet, stuff like that. So they bought me a kid's camera when I was little, and then I think from there I've just leveled up with my cameras with my parents buying me stuff. So one of my family members gave them a flip video camera, and I used to make short films on that, and then I would use the family computer and edit them and make videos. And of course it was like the oldest Windows XP, and they were horrible videos, but I would make my sister make short films with me and make scripts and stuff. And then I got more into photography. In the 4th grade, I got a GoPro for my birthday, the 4th or 5th grade. And so I started taking photos and videos on that as well and getting more into editing my photos and videos. And then from there, I got a DSLR when I was in the 6th or 7th grade. And that's when I really started taking photography more seriously and combining it with videography, but mainly photography. And started doing portraits and stuff like that. And then in high school, I took 4 years of film and digital photography. So I got super into film photography as well in high school and developing all of my own photos and stuff like that. And then when I got into college, I kind of hit a rut with photography. And this year I decided I really wanted to get back into it, and because I know that that's something that I'm super passionate about. So I've kind of restarted my photography career, I guess you could say, and I've started doing portraits again, and I've started doing a lot more low light photography, which is something that I'm very interested in, and concert photography. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And this is a totally new experience for me with photography, so I'm super grateful that the dean and everybody running the project gave me the opportunity to be a photojournalist at the Olympics project.
All right, so as we close up this interview, we do have a lot of aspiring creatives, photographers, etc. at LSU. Do you have any advice for them about how to get out of that rut and how to get back into it?
For sure. I would just say literally tell yourself that no one cares what, like, I don't know if that's the right way of putting it, but nobody will judge you, and even if they are judging you, they're judging you because you're doing something that they can't or they're not doing, and they're jealous of you. Just do it, like Nike, because the only person who can do something to build your career or just build your name or build your portfolio is yourself. And the scariest part about it is starting. But people are so kind and supportive of the creative scene in Baton Rouge, and it's expanding rapidly. And everyone is so open to everybody's own personal vision and form of art. So I think that that's a really cool thing about the Baton Rouge creative scene. And I highly encourage anyone who's interested in maybe buying a camera and trying it out, or DJing or fashion, anything like that, to just start doing it, and everyone will support you. It's really not as scary as your brain makes it out to be.
Awesome. Hey, well, that'll be all for today, folks.
Thank you, CJ.
Signing out.